Okay, how's it going, everyone? I'm trying this way because this way you can see everything in front of me and then also a bit behind me. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so today I am getting my car inspected. It was due to be inspected in March, but that is also when everything shut down. So I have now things are finally open again. I have till the end of the month, but I figure why not just get it done. So that's where I'm heading now. Just let me know how this looks. I think it's good that you guys can see everything in front of me, even though it's a smaller screen. But this way you can still see some of what's going on behind me and everything in front of me. So just let me know what you think of it. I can switch it back around if it's not good. Like I can just do this, or this, or this. I think I'll stick with this right now unless you guys oppose it. Good crowd so far. So it's a rainy day here in Jersey. Going to get my car inspected. There's the light. It's not even on the walk signal yet. Come on. Sometimes if you inch forward, yeah, there it is. I don't know why they design it where like the inching forward has to be like practically in the crosswalk. But oh, the only thing is when the comments pop up, you guys can't really see everything in the front of me. There you go. Okay. Let's wait my turn. Long line for the bank. So the car is fogging up a bit because of the air conditioner. Let's just hope that once we get on the highway, some of the fog will be washed away. The rain is pretty heavy. I wonder how many people we will see with either no headlights on or high beams. Let's see if we can keep an eye out for that. We got a Toyota, no headlights up there. I'm gonna pull up right behind it at the light. New Jersey state law is wipers on, headlights on. And I think those are high beams on the board. So in less than a minute of me saying it, we've already seen one of each. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to count all the people with no headlights on. I don't know why people... I don't know how people don't know these things. There's signs everywhere that say it. I imagine there's going to be a line at the inspection center, so I can probably answer some people's questions while I'm waiting in line. I don't know if I like having the rear cam on during the live streams. What do you guys think? Because it's not like you... Either way, you're not really seeing much, either the front or the back. Too bad I can't do like a half and half stream. That would be cool. You guys see this Nissan in front of me? It's got their left blinker on for the last half mile. Let's just do this. And if someone starts tailgating me, I can switch it back. I don't know, yeah, this Nissan here has got their blinker on. Constant. Oh, they turned it off. But you know what? I don't think I want the left lane here. There's people merging. The right lane, I mean. Okay. Now let's move over. Road. they allow right turn on red here. It's hard to see around the corner there. Yeah, I can see the line already. So yeah, once I get in line for the inspection, I can probably answer some questions, because I think it's going to be a while. Here's the line. Waiting to get inspected now. So, anyone has questions, go ahead. And then we'll see. I might have to pause it once I get into the place to be inspected, but that's probably going to be a while from now. My car has, I can actually tell the exact amount, 123,913. And I got the car at 70 something thousand, and that I put on that many miles doing Uber. Bad drivers in North Central Maryland asked, our inspection stations are still open. No, they're open again. They've been closed for the last few months. Happy birthday, Outcast Hearts Cosplay. Thank you for your support. What was I saying? So, my car actually was due to be inspected back in March, but that's when everything closed, so they've extended it. They opened it at the end of June, and my car is extended until the end of July. But we're going to be having a pretty busy July, so I'm just going to get inspected now before before I don't have a chance. It's been weird seeing the number 3 on my car, and it's already number 7 in the months. Okay, so you're extended to 2021. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, we haven't even moved yet, so this is gonna be a while. So, I guess this will be a Q&A session. Turn down the AC because it's just gonna get foggy in here. Let's see, so that's behind me. That's funny. So the interesting about the rear cam is there's kind of a purplish hue to it. I'm not sure why, but I can also change it to, oh, hey Brooklyn, New York. It's probably better not to play with the settings right now anyway. So then I can go like that. So maybe I'll just have it like that for now. Yeah, I have a rear wiper on my car. Where's the setting? Sorry. Because this is a hatchback, so it gets a wiper. For some reason, I don't like grilling the wiper in the back, especially because I like the way when I'm on the highway, the way the water trickles down, and then the window becomes dry anyway on the highway. So, yeah. Anyway, maybe you can have it just like this for now because we're not really going anywhere right now. We moved up a little bit. That's about it. It's a bit ironic, all these cars idling to get their emissions inspected. Like, we're trying to reduce the emissions, but then we have something like this. Kinda... yeah. My day was fine so far. Just kinda had breakfast and helped around the house with the kids before coming to do this inspection. Am I on some type of line? What do you mean by that? Oh yeah, I meant... Oh, so those who just got here, I'm waiting in line to get my car's emissions inspected. It was due to be done in March, and they finally opened it up at the end of June. So I'm finally getting that done. You idled the Vic for 5 hours. Did that take the entire tank of gas? Outcast Hearts Cosplay says, you've helped me get confident driving at the age of 26. Oh, the comments disappeared. Oh, there it is. I didn't get my license until about 23, and your videos have helped me realize I can't control the road, but can be cautious. Well, I'm glad it's been able to help. I was hoping that my videos would have some sort of educational feel to them, and especially now with my new name change and everything, I want to have less of a mean-spirited and more of a educational feel to my videos. So I'm glad that you're able to learn from my videos. And I've also learned from other dash cameras videos and even watching car crash channels. I think the biggest thing I've learned is to really watch out when traffic comes to a sudden stop, because that seems to be very common for rear-ending and getting rear-ended. And then also dual turns for some reason. People really struggle with dual turns. I don't know how hard it is to just stay in the lane that you're turning in. Alright, this guy's giving up. I don't know how, but like, every time I see a dual turn on one of those car crash compilation videos, I'm like, I just know it's gonna happen. So those are the things that I watch out for the most when it comes to learning from dash cam videos. So I know what Bad Drivers in North Central Maryland has been doing, but does anyone else know? Motorcycle. Now, motorcycle is something I'm not really willing to drive because I knew too many people who had very serious injuries, but I don't want to hold you from doing it. Just drive carefully with the motorcycle. Don't be one of those people flying around at 200 miles an hour, zipping through traffic and then being shocked when a car doesn't see you flying up that fast. Now the line's moving a little faster. I wonder if they opened up another lane or something. And now the line's moving. I wonder if they opened the third. So you guys can see the inspection booth now. We're actually, this is kind of like a Disneyland ride. We're going to be going all the way around. It's one of those things, you know, when you're you're online at Disneyland or something, and you think you're getting closer, and then you realize that there's still like another hour to wait. Yeah, that's what this is like. Yeah, I knew. Let me think. My dad's childhood friend, as an adult, crashed a motorcycle, and this was back in the 90s, I think, and he's still not the same. I think he can't lift anything heavier than 10 pounds still. He was in the ICU for such a long time. and then when I was in grade 7, the principal of my school and his daughter were in an accident, a motorcycle accident, and they thankfully were okay, but like it's still scary. Yeah, why is my rear cam purple? So does anyone know why Bad Drivers in North Central Maryland keeps saying he's not going to stop for stop signs? No, this wasn't my dad. It was my dad's childhood friend. But yeah, he was messed up really badly from the accident. I don't know all the details because I was pretty young, but I think it messed up his stomach a lot. He might need one of those colonoscopy bags or whatever you call them. And I don't think he can lift anything heavier than 10 pounds. But other than that, I think he's been okay since then. I mean, thank God he survived it. And I think one of the worst parts is the accident was his fault. So, yeah. Drivers in North Central Maryland out here getting arrested and running stop signs. I never knew you had that in you. Should I turn off my car while we're sitting here for a while? I don't know. I can see my... I can see my miles per gallon dropping by the minute. But they should be going back up this weekend, because I don't know if you caught in my last live feed and my last video too. I was in Connecticut during when that person squeezed in between us. So that was Connecticut. So we actually had driven up to Massachusetts, and we're going back up this weekend. So I'm not too worried about the miles per gallon. It will go back up on the highway. But it's weird seeing this car go below 40. Right now I'm at 36.5, and it's been dropping steadily since I've been waiting in line. Oh, 36.4. Oh boy. The purple color, I don't know why it's like that. It's just like that since I got it. 15 miles a gallon. Yeah. Well, the Vic wasn't really built to be fuel efficient, was it? Well, I can show you. I can turn off the recording, and then I can show you what other colors I can do. I can do. Let's see. Will I have to? Okay. So IR color. So I can do. Oh. IR camera color. So there's IR color. So that's what it is now. There's automatic, and then there's mono. So I can do that, and then it's going to be black and white. Let's see. But I like to have at least some color, so I'm going to switch it back. Switch it back to auto. Oh wow, I'm down to 36.0 now. Wow. Okay, so then we got IR camera color, auto. Oh, yeah, auto. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have here? G sensor, exposure value, video resolution. Yeah, 1080 by 1080. I think that's the. Oh, I can't really change that. Oh, because when I have two cameras, I think that's the only option I have. Okay, that's fine. Exposure value. Date, stamp, time zone. We're still not moving, so you're not missing anything in front of me. Oh, it tells me how much space is on the card. That's pretty cool. I haven't really played around with these settings much. So I'm using a 128 gigabyte card, so that's good to know how much is left on it. But whatever it is, I mean, it's gonna it'll loop over. Okay, so I'll start recording again and put you guys back on horizontal. This camera, it was about $250, I believe. Oh, actually, speaking of that, I haven't really done much with it the last few weeks, but I was starting a new thing to try to maximize the amount of money I can make on the channel. What was it called? I think it was called the Amazon affiliate program or something like. It was either affiliate or because there's two different programs Amazon has, and one of them I don't qualify for because I don't think I have enough subscribers. Whatever the one is that I qualify for, that's the one I'm on, and basically I can. You know, I think I'm gonna turn the engine off. Oh, but when I turn the engine back on, we're gonna lose the camera. Oh well. It'll still be there, it'll not be on. What am I saying? So what happens with the Amazon program is I can set up links and put them in my video description and something like that, and when somebody clicks that link and they choose to buy that item, I get a small percentage of that sale. So if someone's interested in getting the dash cam I have, the link is in the description of my other videos, but I just didn't put in my most recent video. It's not like I'm trying to be greedy or anything like that. It's just, you know, I haven't really done Uber in months. The money I make on the channel isn't that much, so it's just something to kind of get a little bit more out of what I'm doing with my channel, especially during these times where I'm not working. So yeah. Man, we've been sitting here for a while. Okay. Well, I'm glad I was able to help you with your confidence while driving. I think that's the most important thing. I mean, we can watch these videos for entertainment and you know, laugh at how stupid other drivers are, but like, I think the most important thing is to learn from the mistakes of the other drivers, and even the mistakes that I make, because I've made some pretty bad mistakes, and so when I put them in my video, it's something that you guys can learn from as well, and I can learn from as well too. So when we start moving again and I start the engine, the camera will turn off for about 30 seconds or so. And when that happens, I think it'll just be the screen on my phone, or maybe just the screen on the Viofo app. Does anyone know how to actually pronounce it? Viofo or Viofo? I feel like I don't really know. Yeah, that's not worth turning my engine on for. Can Google it, I guess, but I can show you guys something. There's something that my passengers loved was this, because when I started driving at night, I like to have, let me start over again. While I am driving in my car for Uber, I like to have chargers available for the passengers. So I had chargers going to the back, but when I started driving at night, people didn't know that I had chargers because it's dark. So I had the idea to try to see if I could find chargers that light up. And I'm gonna put this in front of the camera. My passengers loved these things. So there's 3 different prongs. Especially at night, my passengers, every time I feel like almost every passenger who came into the car once I got that charger would say, "Oh wow, that's so cool," and then they would ask if they could use it, and of course I would say yes. And then before the pandemic, I was also offering water bottles, and then I was also offering snacks as well, but like the people would kind of make a mess in my car, so I stopped doing that. Yeah, they're lit up. It's hard to see on the camera, but they are lit up. If you can see the little flickerings. It is flickering a bit. So the people loved that. Do I have it with me? My Uber Lite. Oh, why is this in the glove compartment? We're still just sitting here, huh? Wow, I'm glad I turned the engine off. I don't have the light with me right now. Might get a little wet. I'm gonna open the windows a bit. Just for some air. Well, I mean, I did have mints at one point and people appreciated that, but then I think once I ran out, I didn't replenish the supply I had, so it was just waters and chargers I would offer the people. I don't know what I want to check out like if there's some sort of partition I can buy. I've seen that some people have like this plastic divider between the passenger and the drivers. Okay, we're starting to move up again. We're gonna lose the camera feed, but I'll still be online. What am I saying? Oh, there's some sort of gate to go through. Interesting. Okay, so we just have to wait for the Wi-Fi to reconnect to the phones so that I can... What are they asking for? Huh, so... Oh, wait time ticket. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I think I'm connected back to the internet. Yeah, there we go. Interesting. Okay, so what was I talking about before? Oh, the partitions, yes. Okay. Push red button. Okay. Should I do that now? No, I don't have anywhere to go. I guess... Oh, well. I'll get it. I don't know if I should have done that already. The gate is gonna close. Maybe I have to do it again. I don't know. We'll see. So I want to see if maybe there's like a plastic partition I can get so that I can maybe safely do Uber again. I'll have to see what's available. And then if there's some way for me to be able to get the air conditioner to the back as well. I'm not entirely sure how I would do that. I saw somebody with a... The other day I saw a New York Uber. He had the plastic partition. And then he also had like a hose, like a air vent hose going from his air vent into like a hole in the partition so that they could get the air conditioning as well. Okay, so the gate stayed open. Okay, good. Okay, so the car does the automatic shut off, so hopefully it stays off. Especially if I don't have my air conditioner on, I think it'll stay off. For some reason, when it's raining, automatic shut off turns back on after about 10 seconds of being stopped when I have the air conditioner on. But if I don't, I think the engine should stay off, which is a good feature. I like having... I know a lot of people don't like having the engine shut off when they come to a stop, but I think it's a very good thing to have. It saves gas. But I also, like, sometimes it does get a bit clunky, especially when you're just stopping for a stop sign. But my in-laws got a 2020 Odyssey, and I like the way it does it, where the engine will only shut off if you press the brake a little further. So like if you're just stopping for a stop sign, the engine will stay on. But if you press it a little further, like at a red light, then the engine will shut off. And I think that's a really good way to do it, because like sometimes I'm in an area where there's a stop sign on every block, and to have the engine go on and off that many times, it's just like, you know. Now we're moving a little more. It seems like we wait for a long time, move up fast, wait for a long time, move up fast. I'm gonna switch the back cam so that you guys can see to the left. Yeah, so we're gonna be going around there to the left. So we still got quite a bit of waiting left to do. How many people are watching? So we got 6 people watching. Okay, not bad. And it's nice that Bad Drivers North Central Maryland is able to join for this one. How long have we been on? 43 minutes. Oh my goodness. Because Bad Drivers North Central Maryland isn't usually able to join for my live streams, and vice versa. So has anyone figured out what Bad Drivers North Central Maryland has been doing to be getting all these tickets and handcuffs? Yeah, I don't know why so many people hate. I mean, everybody else who I talk to who has a car that has the automatic stop, they hate it. And it's something that I don't really. I don't know why so many people hate it. It's like it saves gas, it lowers the emissions that we're putting out there. I don't know. I think it's a really good feature, and it's actually one of the reasons I wanted to buy this car from my father-in-law, because this was actually my father-in-law's car first, and when I was doing Uber, I had the Mazda, and I noticed that I was idling a lot while waiting for passengers, and the fuel economy wasn't that great. I was happy if I got up to 25 miles to the gallon. And so I offered to buy this car from him. I said, how much would you sell it to me for? And we came up with a price. And so I've been using this car for Uber since then. And it's something one of the features I like about it is that while I'm waiting for a passenger, the engine is off. And the fuel economy is a big plus too. It's been better than I was expecting it to be with the amount of starting and stopping and the amount of traffic I'd be encountering. I was expecting to maybe hover around 35, but I hover around 40, which is great. 21 in the Aztec. Yeah. So like right now, I was telling you guys earlier that I was hovering around 36, and then just waiting here, I've gone down to 34.9. And I imagine how much further down it would be if the engine wasn't turning off. So, anyone have any plans for the summer? So what we're doing this weekend, as I mentioned, we're going back up to Massachusetts. It's going to be my wife and I's anniversary on Monday, so we're going up there. It'd be interesting to have the kids with us, but That's the way it is now, family life. So we'll be staying there. We'll be driving up tomorrow, and then we're coming back Monday at some point. And with the kids, it's one of the things that we do now is if we're at a hotel, we make the checkout day the day after we leave, because you know, checkout time like 10, 11, 12. When you have kids, it's really hard to leave on time with the checkout time. Oh, the rain's getting heavier. So our checkout day is the Tuesday, but we're leaving the Monday. And then the week after that, we are going to Long Beach Island for a week. This is something that we had set up last year, because it's one of those things where all the rental properties get taken up like a year in advance. So we had to do this last year before we knew that there was gonna be a pandemic. So, and we talked about like, oh, lightning! Did you guys see that? What am I saying? So, ooh, that's a rumbling thunder. Oh, that's loud. It's probably not gonna sound near as loud on the camera, but like that shook my car. We had talked about it, like if it's something we still want to do, if we still feel safe doing it, and we've come up with like safety precautions to make sure that we're as safe as possible. Because my wife's sister and her family are going to be joining us as well, and also my wife's cousin. So it's something where we're going to take every precaution that we can. Like right now it seems like we'll be wearing masks in common areas, but we can take the mask off when we're in our own bedrooms. And then we're going to be sanitizing everything when we get there. Try to be socially distant as possible when we're at the beach. So yeah, I might have to close my windows again. The rain's getting heavy. Oh boy, this has been a long wait. I kind of anticipated it being a long wait because all these people have not been able to get their inspections for like 3 months, so. So hopefully going to Long Beach Island is more relaxing than stressful, but I guess hopefully it's not a stressful time about we're worried about. We'll just do our best and hope for the best, pray for the best. Moving again. I don't want to turn on the air conditioner, but I might have to. After you get your license back. Nobody's figured it out yet. Oh, the rain's getting pretty heavy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to turn on the AC. Getting pretty muggy in here. This has been a nice long live stream. It's been almost an hour. I'm not sure how much longer, like, maybe I'll stop it at the, when I get to the inspection area, or maybe I'll just pause it and have it for a bit of the drive home. Oh, hi Devin. I'm waiting to get my car inspected. The emissions inspected. It's been overdue since March, but everything's been closed. So that's what I'm doing. So this thing says I need to present this ticket with my driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance. So I'm just going to prepare that now while I'm sitting here. I actually have a temporary receipt for registration. I actually had let my registration go expired because I thought that was also being extended, but it turns out it wasn't because you can do it online. So when I realized that I driven the entire month of June with the expired registration, I was like, uh-oh. So I did it online, and right now I have a temporary receipt, and then they'll give me my actual document in 7 to 14 days. So when did I... Does it have the date on here? Oh yeah, so I did that on July 3rd, so I'm still good for that. I'll provide my old one too. So that's ready now. Ooh, the rain is getting real heavy. We got 7 people watching now, okay. The rain is getting pretty loud, can you guys still hear me? I'm gonna show the back because then you can see how much rain is on there. Well, I wrongly assumed that the vehicle registrations were being extended because everything else was being extended. So I just assumed that I couldn't get it done until I mean, I knew I could do it online, but I thought it was being extended. So and one of the reasons is I can actually explain now. One of the reasons I was waiting is because I was trying to contact them. My vehicle is listed under the wrong weight class, so I'm paying more for my registration than I should be. For some reason, it's listed under the weight class of a truck. And this is definitely not the same weight as a truck. So I was trying to fix that before I renewed my registration. I was on the phone with them, I was going back with emails, and I finally just had to accept the fact that I'm paying more than I should because I couldn't get it fixed on time. So that was fun. saw somebody get out of their car and talk to someone else. I wonder what happened there. Oh, did he stall? Let me switch the camera again. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. No. You can't see it from this angle. There's a CRV over there. I think he's stuck because everyone's going around him. I think that's why he was getting out of his car, to tell the person behind that he can't go anywhere. Wow. So once we start moving around, I think you might be able to see it. He's talking to people. Maybe he's asking for a boost. I wonder what happened. Wonder if I'll end up having to give... Yeah, good idea. I should contact them and see if I can get a correction. So with the story of my theory on why it's under the wrong weight class is, when I first bought this car and I was trying to figure out what kind of insurance I needed to be able to do Uber, the insurance company said that I need commercial insurance to do Uber because it's because my car is like a business. So when I went to register the car for the first time, the person at the desk was a little confused about why I had commercial insurance, and I think to err on the side of caution, she gave me a commercial registration. So I actually had a commercial plate for the first few months of having my car. Actually, until I had to go renew the registration the next year, I had a commercial plate. And it's something that I realized no other Uber driver has commercial plates. So I was like, alright, you know what? I'm gonna just get a regular plate. So I did that, but I think the commercial registration somehow didn't translate, and I think that's why I'm stuck with paying commercial grade registration, and it's something that I need to fix. No, we can't see the CRV yet. It's directly in front of the silver car at the front of the line there to the left. So, yeah. Oh, so the check engine light went on just as you're getting inspected. That means you fail the inspection, right? Yeah, we're over an hour now. I probably won't be doing another live stream for a while after this, because this one's really long, and I don't know how much... I mean, I have a lot of data, but it's something I don't really want to... The O2 sensor went bad. That's something... That's more of a Volkswagen problem, isn't it? I've heard that Volkswagen drivers just kind of have to live with the fact that their check engine light is on. Actually, it was like that with my mom. She had a couple different Volkswagens. She had Passat wagons. Yeah, it is a German car. And I think the check engine light was just always on, and it's something where she went to get it checked, and it's just one of those things where it just keeps coming on, so... Oh boy. How much longer is this wait gonna be? I have to go to the bathroom. Good thing I have a full tank of gas. I'm now down to 32.9 mpg. And for a car that's supposed to be over 40... I'll get it back when I drive to Massachusetts this weekend. Well, with my car, my TPMS, my tire pressure sensor is always on, because somehow the one in one of my tires broke. The tire pressure sensor broke, and it's just too expensive for me to want to bother with it, so I just have to live with the fact that that light is on and hope that it doesn't make me fail the inspection. Yeah, this has nothing to do with the emissions of the car, it's just the tire sensor. So it's just something I have to deal with, and then when I turn on the engine, there's this little thing where it tells me the MPGs and stuff, but every time I turn the engine on, it'll pop up with check tire pressure sensor. It's like, I know, I don't have one. I might even be missing 2 of them now. And it's something that every time I go to get the car serviced, they tell me about it, and then they offer to replace it, and I'm like, no, it's too expensive. It's like, at Firestone, I think it's like 80 bucks, and if I want to get it done at Honda, it's over $100. It's like $130. Like, why am I gonna spend that much money when I can easily just keep making sure that my tires are a good level myself, and the only thing it's gonna really do is get rid of that light. So it's just something that I haven't wanted to bother with. So oh my goodness, this is... I knew it was going to be long, but I didn't think it was going to be this long. I should have known better. But at least we have a lot of time to talk now. Do you think you'll get the historic plates on the Aztec? Oh, I saw another lightning flash. We're moving again. You guys will finally be able to see the CRV that's been sitting here. Okay, maybe not. Oh yeah. Just go around the CRV. That's not moving. Unless this truck blocks your view of the CRV. Which I think... yeah. This big Ford Super Duty is blocking the view of the CRV now. Oh boy. I hate work, really? That's funny. What happens? Oh, no, I don't want that. Hmm. That's too funny. There's the CRV, the black CRV that stalled. I wonder what happened with it. I think the owner of it went up to the building, I guess, to get help with it or something. Oh wow. Because I can plug the plug the phone in with this charger I was showing you guys earlier. Wow. So that's how long I've been waiting. I think I had like 60% battery when I first started this live stream. Now I'm down to 15. 16. But I'll probably have to unplug it again when I get to the inspection spot. This is one of my longest live streams. It's like a radio show. I wonder how long it will take to fix the miles per gallon on the highway. It's gonna be over 200 miles, so it shouldn't take that long to fix it. That's oh dude. mean, watching your channel, you never think of. I never knew you had this side. There's some geese over there in the grass. I don't know if you guys can see them. Yeah, get to the left there. They're pretty small on the screen, though. Sometimes I like honking at geese because they're like, what'd you say to me? They're just having a good old time eating the grass in the rain. Canada geese. But I see so many of them down here in the States. It makes you wonder how they got the name Canada geese. I guess they're starting to migrate south a bit. The rain's getting heavier again. I think I'm gonna go down below 30 miles per gallon while waiting. I'm at 30.9. So when you guys get inspection stickers, do they have little things on them like on the other side of them? Like we have various things like ice and snow, remove it before you go. Mine right now says you text, you drive, you pay. There's a little image of somebody. I don't know. Oh, it's an image of a phone and there's text messages on it. And then in my other car, something about not drinking and driving. There's always a new message, it seems. I wonder what this one will be. I also wonder what month they will give me. Are they going to give me July? Because I'm getting it inspected in July. Oh, really? It's interesting. But then I saw that Clueless Drivers of Maryland, he has a Virginia sticker. And it's interesting how he's allowed to get his car inspected in a different state. Because he was saying that it costs less to get a Virginia inspection, which I found strange because I've never had to pay for an inspection in New Jersey. Inspected in Virginia to lift. It's interesting how he was allowed to get it done in a different state. I'm not entirely sure how that works because, yeah, I don't know. Oh, okay. So that's how it works. And what MVA stands for? Maryland Vehicle Association? Oh, okay. And then you guys also talk about a DMC or something? Is that DM Metro Motor Vehicle Motor Vehicle Association. Maybe here they're called MVCs, Motor Vehicle Commission. But I've typically known them as being called DMVs, Department of Motor Vehicles. Everybody's got to be different, I guess. The line's moving again. An hour and 20 minutes now. I think in Alberta they're called DMVs, but I actually have to check again. I mean, not that it matters to me now because I've actually been driving longer in New Jersey than I did in Alberta. Cause let's see. Let me think. I got my learner's license. I was a bit later than most. Like in Alberta, you can get your learner's license as early as 14, which I think is way too early. And then you can get your real license at 16. I waited until I was 17 to get my learners, and then I think I was 21 by the time I got my full license. It just took me a while to do things, and then so it's 2007 I had my learners, and then 2011 I got my full license. And then I moved here in 2014. So I guess that's 7 years of driving total, but only 3 years of having a full license. And then now here in New Jersey, I got a license. When did I get my full license here? It was, I think it was 2014 or 2015. So I've been driving here for 6 years now, and I think maybe having a light. No, I think it was 2014, so because I had to get my license renewed last year. So maybe it is every 4 years, because I'm seeing issue 2019 expires 2023. That's 4 years. But anyway, so now I've been driving here for 6 years, and I think I've had a license for 5. So then, and then the amount of driving I've done too, because of doing Uber. I've done so many miles with Uber that I believe my driving experience in New Jersey is higher than it was in Alberta. So I have more experience here than I did, which is weird because I've only been here for 6 years and I grew up in Alberta, but it's just the way it worked out. So when I go back to when I go back home to Alberta, I have to realize that I don't have to be so aggressive. Because here you really do have to be, you have to have a certain amount of aggressiveness and assertiveness to be able to get anywhere. But I mean, you need it a little bit in Calgary, but it's not as much. Like they're a lot more laid back. Um, so it's something where you really don't have to be so aggressive in Calgary, and I have to kind of remind myself of that. But it does come in handy once in a while because like it helps me like kind of like be a few steps ahead of the other drivers because like because of my experience being in such an aggressive area. I can kind of like it helps me maneuver, like, you know what I mean? Oof. And it's also to the point where if somebody in Calgary tailgated me, and I was like really, you really think that's gonna intimidate me now? Yeah, I think 14 is way too young to allow people to have a learner's license. Even though you do have to drive with somebody who has a full license, like an adult with a full license for 2 years first, it's still like, that's really young. Yeah, so. Wow, Maryland is very specific, huh? 16 years, 6 months, 15 years, 9 months. What is all that? Oh yeah, so in Alberta we didn't have to have any driving instruction, which I also think is crazy. But I took a course anyway to lower my insurance. Getting closer. I wonder which building they're gonna send me to, or which opening they'll send me to. I might need to either end. I'll probably just end the stream. Although I would like to do a little more driving, so maybe I'll just pause the stream while the car's getting inspected. Oh, I'm not gaining any battery. Oh boy. It's just staying stable. So the way it works in Alberta is you can get your learners as early as 14, and then you have to, anytime you drive, I think you do have to complete a certain amount of hours with your parents. And then at 16 you can get your full license. And then if you get your learners anytime after that, so 15, 16, whatever age you get your learners at, after 14, you only have to wait 1 year to get the full license. But then here's me waiting 4 years between my learners and full license. But I took the test a couple times and I failed for various reasons. Then I think I finally passed it on my third or fourth time. I've come a long way since then. Am I gonna direct? I don't know. They say to stop here, but there's no one directing anybody, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Let us go this one. It seems the safest. The engine's still not shutting up. Maybe I should have stayed back at the stop sign, but there wasn't anyone directing, so I'll just wait here. You wish kids could drive, what? Oh boy, this has been quite the journey. The rain is a lot lighter now, or it's because I'm just under a tree. Get my mask ready. And interesting times we live in. Everyone wearing masks. Huh. I wonder if other states can suspend other states' driving privileges. Because when I'm in New York and I'm approaching an area with a toll, it says unpaid toll can result in registration suspension. This has been... Well, I'm glad you guys have been able to be here with me this long. Yeah, we're now over an hour and a half. Oh boy. Oh, interesting. Yeah. This probably means I won't be able to do another stream for a while. Maybe until next month. We'll see. I'll have to check my data usage. Because I think we're still getting extra data from our phone company. So I'm not too worried, but it's still... Maybe I'll just stick to I'll try to... There's some videos I'm trying to get uploaded soon, but I don't have quite enough footage for yet. Thanks, everyone. My goodness, this is... I think my wife has an uncle who probably can't drive in New York. He's from Texas. Yeah, so he's from Texas, and when he came here for, I think it was our wedding in New York. He got a ticket. It's something to do with a stop sign. Something to do with like there being a construction zone and the car in front of him not stopping. So he kind of just like did what he's kind of like, well, when in Rome. So they didn't pull over the other guy. I think they only pulled him over. And he says to me, "I'm never paying that ticket." So I'm like, wow, okay. So he probably can't drive in New York, but he's not too concerned about that because he doesn't really plan on driving in New York anytime soon. Oh my goodness, this is really something. They should provide porta potties. Yeah, you do have to come to a complete stop, but I feel like I'm the only one in the entire state of New Jersey who comes to a complete stop at stop signs. I've seen it like maybe a couple times my entire time driving here, and every time I'm like, whoa, they actually stopped? I don't know. Whenever I drive in Texas, I find the drivers to be so much more well-behaved than in New Jersey. I mean, they're the aggressive ones in the cities like Dallas and Austin and stuff, but you know, if you're driving in just like the country or the highways of Texas, it feels like they're really well-behaved, especially compared to New Jersey. It's just one of those things in crowded areas. I think drivers get more aggressive in crowded areas. Oh my goodness. Oh, we're getting closer and closer. Well, no wonder it's taking so long. They only have one lane open. I have to go to the bathroom. Like, this is... I hope there's no traffic on the way home. Ugh. I'm gonna drop below 28 miles to the gallon. I'm at 28.1. I wonder if we should... Okay, so now they opened up another one. Okay. Should probably stop by my car and park now until I get there. Okay, so maybe once I'm the dude at the stop sign, I will pause the stream. Yeah, nobody figured it out. Oh, I think I just saw a AAA truck coming for the guy who stalled his vehicle. Wow, that's really something. Okay, so now I'm the one at the stop sign. I will pause the stream until after I get inspected, and then I think I'll resume it for my drive home. Alright, so I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I am back. Just waiting to turn out of here. So they gave me till March of 2022. I guess it always stays the same month. Oh, this is. I'm gonna. Okay. So you can be with me on my drive home. Yeah. Looks like I passed the inspection. Good for another 2 years. Hopefully there's not much traffic on the way home because I really got out of the bathroom. And the rain is pretty heavy. So my thing says again, you text, you drive, you pay. So it's just a different color but the same message. Blue skies right now. I wonder if this storm is going to make its way down to you, or if they'll not go that way. So there's always a little bit of traffic here, it seems. This is a merging point. Really coming down now. So maybe I'm thinking I might do a time-lapse footage of our drive from New Jersey to Massachusetts tomorrow. I think that would be pretty cool. So I'll take this upcoming exit, and then I'll pull up into a gas station, and then I'll end the stream there. If I can get to the exit. Yeah, I think I should be able to get in front of this car and get to this exit. Then, okay, yeah. Then I'll take this exit, and then I'll pull into a quick check gas station. Maybe I'll even use the bathroom when I'm there. Okay, alright, so I'll end the stream at that gas station. But thanks for being with me, guys. This was fun. It made waiting a little less boring. Okay. Okay, so the quick check is coming up here. This left here. No, that's too risky. Okay. Here we go. Alright, so once I park, I'll end the stream. Thanks for watching. Thanks for helping me keep entertained while waiting. I will park right over here. Okay. I'll see you guys next time.